I was listening to Beats One Radio the other day, and the person on air was talking about this thing that came up. So she was interviewing somebody, and she had heard from somebody else this tip that they gave, and she wanted to start it. It's not a resolution, it's just something cool that you can do. So the non-tech way of doing it, which is what she was describing, is basically you're going to have a glass bowl or any kind of object that is round that you can put stuff into, and each day, when something good happens that you really want to remember, you write it down on a piece of paper and then you toss it in the bowl. And then every day you do that, and then at the end of the year you can go through and look at all those different moments, and I think that will really help you. And you can use it for pretty much anything. I like the idea of it being a good moment because there's so many times that we need to have that reminder. Maybe you do it every 6 months. You look in the bowl and look at it if you have a ton. You can also apply it to, every time you come up with a new idea for the business, or anything really this can apply to. And then what happens is they smash the bowl at the end of the year. Obviously if it's glass, it's going to shatter and it's going to be a mess, so then you got to clean up things. But, do whatever you need to. But I thought the idea was cool. Now, if you want to be able to do it in a tech-savvy way, you can do it through multiple apps. There's so many apps out there that will allow you to journal every day and jot down things. I mean, you can put it in your regular notes on your iPhone. I use Evernote, and it's a great app. And so what you could do, and that's over on the website as well, if you click on the blog on edtroxelcreative.com, you'll see that there's a little icon with the elephant, Evernote. Click on that, set up an account, and you'll be able to create a digital notebook. And you can call it, best of times, or you can do, end of 2016, whatever you want. But title it, and then every day write something in there. And it doesn't have to be a paragraph or a book or anything. You're literally, just writing a sentence or two about that good time. And then that way you can reflect and look back on it. The nice thing about the bowl idea is probably less tempting for you to look at them until you're ready, as well as it could be kind of a cool little thing that you just sit on your counter, and it's a reminder that it's always there. And so at the end of the day, when you're like, I had a bad day, or I don't know what's good, whatever, and you look at it and you're like, oh, let me write something down. I can pick something. I smiled today at somebody who was on the street and they didn't look like they were having a good day, and then they perked up and they smiled back.